Hi, y'all. Not here, and this is some of the junk mail that I get on the daily. It is excessive, but hey, I'll cut it up. I'll use it for a sticker gallery, as you can see here. But today, while I'm junk journaling about my recent trip to the Poppy Reserve, I want to show you another way that I use security envelopes. Because if you're like me and you're an adult, you get them all the time. And I'm actually, to be honest, I'm a little worried that if I call them, then they're going to know that I really exist, and I'm just going to get even more junk mail because the amount of envelopes I have is insane. So today I'm going to be using the clear film. I'm going to put that away and I'm going to get kind of started with the base of the junk journal today about the Poppy Reserve. I also want to do a huge shout out because I am a library kid, the same way that I'm a secondhand kid. And if you have a library card, you have access to go to the Poppy Reserve, which right now is prime time to see the poppies. But you also get access to over 200 state parks, state beaches, things of the sort for free with your library card. So if you have a library card, I recommend either looking up it on your website, giving the library a call, or even going right in because they gave us papers that we needed to know, and it made our date so much more fun just to show the pass and then go on in and find a spot. So the poppy that I have here, I actually collaged that with my partner on a different date, and we used magazines to match like the colors of the poppies. So when I make flaps and things like that in my junk journal, I like for the backside to be kind of fun. If you've seen any of my other videos, you know that I'll use the backside of the flap to, kind of have like this peekaboo moment, add more things. So the backside is dedicated to the date that we had. So other times when I've done a flap, I've used washi tape, but I saw this trick on Instagram where you fold a little piece of it and then you apply your glue, stick it right in the crease, and it should be kind of a seamless flap. I'm here to tell you that that's going to be my new method. I'm really not even a washi tape girl to begin with, but I use double sided tape and it is seamless. It's so nice. And I think it looks a lot better because I'm not like very familiar with washi tape. That's probably why I'm not a huge fan. So I'm decorating this side, and I want to tell you too, because I know coming up, I'm showing the security envelope and I'm showing that I'm using it with the Uhu glue. Now, Uhu glue, that's my girl, but it's not my girl for the clear film. I need something that is just going to stick it right away because when I came back, because I did half of this before work, the other half after work, the envelope was like, it was just giggling because it was not stuck to the paper whatsoever. So, double sided tape will be your friend in this process for these things. But Uhu glue is pretty much one of the best, I would say. So this is how I'm decorating it. I'm using confetti. I'm using like packaging that's orange that I got from other places, and I'm just using the hole punches that I get all the time to make these shapes and just kind of have fun with it. When I junk journal, I think I've talked about in other videos, I like to bring the colors back. So if it's orange, I'm gonna bring a little bit of orange. If there's green, I'm gonna bring a little bit of green. If there's yellow, etc., etc. So I try to do those things. Like I said, this is the double-sided tape, and you'll see right now how seamless that flap looks. I think it looks a whole lot cleaner, in my opinion, than using washi tape. And it might be my new favorite thing. Like, look at that. That looks so nice. So, like I said, glue did not work for me for this. Double sided tape is going to be your best friend. But I still was able to show how I was able to put the pamphlet in. So the whole reason that I'm using a pocket for this one is because the pamphlet that I received from the Poppy Reserve has so much good information. It's like one of those things where it's like, do you want to be able to see the back or do you want to be able to see the front? And this is a good option for me or anyone else that I'm showing my junk journal to be able to flip through and have like this fun moment where it's like it's tactile, it's interesting, it's all the things that we love. So that's another way that you can use a security envelope. I always save those little clear films because they have so much potential. We just have to see it. And so I hope at this point that you see it and you say, "Hey, wait, they was just on my ass with this, like with this letter. Let me go ahead and use this film to make something really, really cool." And so now I'm just doing the decorating process for the Poppy Reserve using my die cuts. I run it through the Xron sticker maker just to have a sticky backing. Because yeah, when I came home, I was like, "Ooh, glue, I can't trust you. I can't trust you. I can't glue another thing today." So I just opted out. But I do want to take this time while I'm on here that if you have a cool way about using security envelopes, please, go through, find the social that fits you best if you're already following me somewhere else, and please let me know. I want this to be a series because I thought I was the only person in the world getting so much junk mail. I'm not. And instead of us just ripping it in anger because, hey, like, leave me alone. No, I do not want a loan for $500,000 because that's not real. Um, we can use it in a creative way, which I think is just as fun. So if you have another idea, because I do have a few, but if you have something that maybe I don't have, please let me know. I would love to, shout you out and continue this series as we go along.